Honorable Mr. Justice N.V. Ramanna, the Chief Justice of India, who is also the Chief Patron of the National Legal Service Authority. Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Executive Chairman, NALSA. Honorable Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, Honorable Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh High Court, Justice Pandari, judges from different high courts, learned vice chancellors, professors of law, all the dignitaries who are invited here, learned faculty members from different colleges, judicial officers, administrative and police officers, officers involved with NALSA and State Legal Services Authority, learned members of the bar, panel lawyers, paralegal volunteers, members of the press, both from the print and electronic media, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege for me to be here in this beautiful Sharda University to observe a very important event for which I feel we all are committed to it and we are devoted to contribute meaningfully. When this campaign was launched by the Honorable President of India in the presence of Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Lalit, and I was also there in the presence of all the judges of the Supreme Court and all the executive chairmen of the different high courts. I had no doubt in my mind that the long effort, the long campaign which started a long time back, which had really picked up during Justice U.U. Lalit's time, will definitely reach every nook and corner of the country. I am also happy to share that the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Ramanna, as a patron-in-chief, has devoted quite a lot out of his other busy time to ensure that legal services are really given due attention. During my visits to some of the states, I have personally seen how dedicatedly the legal service authorities are discharging their duties. In the court, we know what the judges do and what are the judges' primary responsibility. And many people do not understand. I have stated in many occasions the life of a judge. You may listen many comments these days, especially in the social media. There are some unpalatable remarks also being made in various forms. But when you see closely how much the judges have to perform and how much they have to do hard work, the homework and all the studies, it's very difficult for people like us to comprehend. We are from the public life. We are very open. But judges can't be that open because they have their own limitation. But if you understand how much a judge has to devote his time to give a pronouncement in a court through various mechanisms, it is not easy for a judge to come out of that courtroom and that conventional duty to look after the services like providing legal aid and other services to the people. I was there in Jammu Kashmir for 3 days, and the executive chairman of the State Legal Service Authority, he accompanied me for 3 days. He was with me. On the 3rd day, another judge also accompanied me. So I told the people, here the judiciary and executive, we are together discharging our constitutional duty. We want to ensure that people do not have to struggle to get bare minimum justice. I was very happy to see Lok Adalat being conducted, and in front of us, many cases are disposed of. Some people will get, simple soul, a person from village, will be scared to go to court. They don't know how a court looks like. You tell an ordinary person to go to High Court and Supreme Court, they will say that मुझे रह दीजिए, मुझे court नहीं जाना है. They don't have, no understanding, no idea how Supreme Court, High Court will function. So the idea of bringing justice at the doorstep is really transforming the judiciary in our country. Now, we all know more than 4 crore cases are pending in the lower courts. The government is taking lots of steps to ensure proper infrastructure for the subordinate judiciary, for the lower judiciary in the districts and down the order, in talukas also. High Court and the Supreme Court. We know the condition, they're functioning at certain standards, and we all need to support that. But lower judiciary is the place where I feel the greatest trust must be given at this point of time. I know many people, we are from the political parties, we work as a political worker, and I have been in politics for the last 30 years. So many people do not get justice. It is not the fault of anyone, but it is because of the circumstances, it is because of the situation. It's not easy for an ordinary person to get justice. A person may sell off his property to get the justice, but he never gets the date. It's so difficult, and it is heartening to see that most common man, the most ordinary person, is struggling to get the justice. That is where we feel that the distance and the gap between justice and common man must be bridged. This must be brought to no distance. It must be easily approachable. So, in this context, NASA has taken numerous steps. I must once again commend our Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Justice Lalit for taking tremendous steps. I am not discounting the services of the previous responsible holders, but in this current time, I have seen a great team. A great teamwork is visible. And some of the judges have told me, those were the executive chairman in the High Court, they told me that Justice Lalit is pushing them very hard. आराम करने का नौबत नहीं आता है, वो पूछते रहते हैं क्या किया, कितना तक पहुंचा, गांव-गांव पहुंचो, शहर पहुंचो, ऐसे जब मिलेंगे तो ये देश के लिए बहुत कुछ बात है. I'm really impressed, and I always said that government, legislature, and judiciary, we are different organs of the same system. We are part of same state. We are not fighting here for the domain control or anything else, but we are part of the same team to make this country a robust democratic nation. Judiciary is so important, and we have all the commitment to ensure the independence of judiciary. The strength of judiciary is very critical for the survival of democracy itself. It's very important for all of us. So not only the judges, now I will address the students. The students and the present, the lawyers, the young lawyers, you are the future. I always feel that we require to do much more to improve legal education and legal profession itself. A good legal student, a good law student will become a good lawyer and a good judge. So it is important that we also support all necessary things to ensure that all the law colleges and universities in India are brought up to a standard. We have to ensure that the students are given due opportunities also. And I want to assure the law students that you have a bright future. We are all there to support you to create more avenues for them. We are also looking after the alternative dispute resolution mechanism. You are going to be not only conventional lawyers, but you will have to be good mediators, good arbitrators. You have to become good advisors for arbitration and mediation. We are creating so many avenues, and as a growing nation, India will provide you opportunities. We know we have lakhs of law students in our country. We want all the students to become quality lawyers. You have to bring life in the judicial system, and through you, we are going to have a robust democracy in our country. Prime Minister has already committed 4 years back that India must be made an international center for arbitration. In the same manner, we will make India an attractive destination for mediation also. We are working for that. I am in touch with many experts, including the present Supreme Court judges, retired judges, institutions, many more. And we want to consult as much people as possible. And my simple formula is consult as much as possible, but bring a small law. I am not for drafting huge, big laws and with difficult languages which common people doesn't understand. We have to make simple language, simple laws, so that it becomes convenient for everybody. And simple law doesn't mean that judges and lawyers will become jobless. Not at all. It is good for everybody. And I have discussed with Honorable Chief Justice also. I have never seen an Honorable Chief Justice of India so frank. We exchange our views in a very, very candid manner so that we can do whatever is possible for our country. Finally, on this very important day here in Uttar Pradesh, very close to Delhi, I know we all are talking about our legal and constitutional rights. And Article 8 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948 provides everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted by the Constitution or by law. Article 39A of the Constitution of India spells out the paradigm for ensuring justice to all. Now, the constitutional vision of equal justice and free legal aid, we have to understand. We are doing exactly what is envisaged in the Constitution of India. But I want to add something here. As a young, growing democratic nation, we want to make India a proud and prosperous nation. It is universal truth that we have to accept human rights as the fundamental rights which the Constitution of India provides. There cannot be compromise on fundamental rights. But what I want to say is only fundamental rights or preservation of fundamental rights alone doesn't make a country great. A country will become great if, along with constitutional right, if everybody understands constitutional duties and obligations. If a nation or every member of a nation starts treating the constitutional duty above constitutional rights, nobody can stop that country from becoming a great nation. We are not going to compromise on fundamental rights, but we have to ensure that fundamental duties are the prime duties of every Indian. The Nukkad Natak which we have seen is basically talking about rights and duties together. You cannot separate duties from rights. And here the right is not only the right of the human being, the right of the animals, the right of the plants and trees. Everything is a right in this universe. Otherwise, in isolation, we don't exist. That is how I always, right from my childhood, I have always given preference about my fundamental duties on top of my fundamental rights. That is how I am going to discharge my duty as the law minister of this country. The moment I was given the charge as Minister of Law and Justice, I ensured to all the lordship that from the government side, there will be no problem in whatsoever in our cordial relationship to be provided, support to be provided to the ministry. We all will work together and we will ultimately achieve our dream that every Indian will lead a dignified life, and that is possible if he is given all the legal aids and services. And Justice Uvalari that rightly said that legal aids and services to the poor people should not become poor legal aid. It must be rich legal aid. We must ensure that law students, law professors, judges, ministers, everybody, we should come together and ensure that most vulnerable sections of the society are given proper legal aids and services. I once again compliment the National Legal Service Authority, the State Legal Services Authority, the district, the talukas, all are working in tandem. My congratulations to all of you for making this campaign a great success. Thank you very much.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं मानक गुप्ता। अगर आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें और हां, हमें सब्सक्राइब और फॉलो करना ना भूलें ताकि आप देश और दुनिया की कोई खबर मिस ना करें। तो जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ और देखते रहिए न्यूज़ 24।